Hi, everyone. Just get everything together. For those of you that are going to see this on replay, welcome to my channel. My name is at Simply Cindy. I do a lot of things. I'm a medium. Lately, I've been doing a lot of astrology, and this is very down to earth astrology, so people can kind of understand. Because throughout my practice and with knowing people, they always were interested, but it's so complex for some people, they just didn't get into it. But I'm doing my best to kind of bring it down to earth. And the way that I'm doing it is as things are happening, I'm kind of showing you guys. But that's not the only thing I do. I do mediumship. I haven't done mediumship on here in a while because I just got back to YouTube. And that's my goal this year. And I'm going to open up all of my modalities and try to do all my modalities on this channel, which is a lot of them. So on Friday, today, I thought it's a nice, relaxing day. We have the new moon coming up in Pisces, so I figured why not do some tarot for each sign in Pisces and let's see how that goes. So while I'm sort of waiting for everybody to come in, thank you so much for joining. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. And if you could like and share this would really help me out because the algorithm doesn't owe me anymore. But, you know, we're going to fix that. So give me just a second. I don't have David is my assistant who usually helps me, and I don't have him with me. So I'm going to sort of wing it and do it myself. And for those of you that join and I don't say hi, I'm sorry because I'm going to start channeling and start for every sign, and then try to come back on here some other time because I don't have but like less than an hour, maybe 30 minutes. So let's Can you hear me now? Let's see if that helps. Yeah. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it because I was just going to keep going. So, for those of you, I'll cut that out once. I'll edit that out. For those of you that are just joining, my name is Cindy. I'm at Simply Cindy. I'm a medium and I do a whole bunch of modalities. I've come back to YouTube this year to do full time. So, I've been focusing a lot on astrology, bringing it down to earth, bringing it to you guys who kind of want to know about astrology, but just know about like the horoscopes and the sun signs, but kind of want to know a little bit more. So I've been working on that with you guys, but I thought, well, we have the new moon, which new moons to us mean new opportunity, new beginnings. What are we closing out? It's a cycle for all of us, right? And so it's a Pisces new moon. This is Pisces season, and Pisces is about the veil being really thin between this world and other worlds. So I figured, let's do a nice, relaxing Friday and have some tarot where I'm going to do all the signs, and I'm going to kind of let you know, like, give you the energies about where you're heading, give you the energies about what's holding you back, and give you the energies about what you could possibly be manifesting. Okay. Like, where is that road leading you? Where's that cycle for this next month leading you? Okay. So, if you guys could do me a favor and like and share and subscribe, because the algorithm doesn't know me anymore because I'm just coming back. So I really, Lorna, hi. So I really appreciate it. I have been on here a long time. I just went away right before the pandemic. I went away. And then since the pandemic, I kept trying to come back, but I finally am able to this year come back. So because it's Pisces season, let's do Pisces first, okay? So I'm just going to do each sign and then I'm going to get off of here because I don't really have a lot of time, but I just wanted to be able to do this for you guys because we have been working so much on the astrology part. I wanted to bring the tarot as well. And hopefully this weekend I'll get to work on the hypnosis that I've done on people and edit that and bring that to you guys. Okay, so Pisces. Let's get into Pisces. I'm doing a Pluto series, so you guys be sure to go look at that Pluto series. It's not finished yet. And you want to look at your Pluto sign where it is in your natal chart. And then that's the house you want to look for the video. Okay. So Pisces, where are you? Where are you in this month? Oh, so it looks like you had some news. You have the Page of Wands. So it looks like things are moving for you. With the Page of Wands, it looks like I feel like you guys were a little bit like, it's not worried, but it's a little bit maybe stuck. And then this news came, or this thing came, or this way. It was a way. It was a way that showed you, okay, now I can take this step to do what it is that I want. Okay. So it looks like that did come for you, or it is coming for you in this new moon. It's like this thing that you've been working on, or this thing that you kind of been figuring out whether you wanted to do it or not. Um, yeah, and you finally made the choice to, yeah, I'm going to do this, instead of worrying too much about upsetting other people. It looks like you're doing it. So, um, this is where you are now. What can help you? Oh, well, you're really, really good at knowing this space. So what really can help you is the Four of Swords, okay? So the Four of Swords tells me, but you're really good at this. This is manifesting. You've done all that you can do. Don't worry. Because if you begin to worry and have anxiety about it, you know you're Pisces. You're going to stop the flow. So whatever choice you made and action you took or are about to take, then I want you to lean back. Then I want you to like relax. Then I want you to like wait for the next signal. Okay. And see how the sword is right under, oops, I'm sorry. See how the sword is right under him? It's right under you. So, and with the three swords hanging, those are your experiences. And that's how you know. It's like I can use the sword underneath if I need to. I can take the action, I can do the thing, but if I need to use the ones above, I can use those as well. So whenever this news comes, you're going to either make a choice, tell somebody something, buy this thing, whatever this thing is, in this new moon, you're going to see a way to take an action. But then after that, I want you to relax and trust yourself, because it's important that this, for some reason, you have to relax. You have to like let it go. You have to know that you did all you could for this, whatever this is in this next cycle. Okay. Remember, if you've been watching my other videos, we're heading towards the north node. We're all heading towards this new space. We're already in a newer space, but we're heading to this almost doorway, this portal. Okay, and then let's see what the outcome is. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever outcome this is, whatever thing that you're trying to achieve, whatever thing that you're trying to see, this is the Pentacles. This is very earthy. This is very grounded. This is very opposite of you. Um, so the Knight of Pentacles says that once you make this choice and do this action and then relax, what you're going to get is this offer. And when you get the offer, that's when you know it's solidified. That's when you know it's grounded. Okay. It could be in love. It could be, but I feel like it's more in, I feel like it's more in a action that you're taking, or I mean, a thing that you're, I don't know, either you're buying something or you're taking a trip somewhere or whatever this is. You'd been thinking about it and then you decided to do it. But it was going to make waves for people. So anyway, that's what will be happening in this new moon. So in this new moon, you can, whatever it is that you're thinking about, you can manifest this, because when you do, you're going to get the Page of Wands. And then again, after you make the choice, you need to relax and know that you'll see it. Whatever, if somebody comes in front of you and says, oh, well, we got to do it this way, you're going to see it. You're going to have experience knowing what to do with it. And then that solidifies it when you get the offering, when you get the opportunity. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. So, now that we've done Pisces, let's do Capricorn. Thank you, Lorna, for saying that. Okay, Cappies. And if you guys want to know how the astrology goes, I do have a video out. I did it on just at the beginning of the week, I think, about the astrology for Pisces and what could be happening for you as well. This is just the tarot part, because people like tarot. And I can see things that I didn't see in the astrology part, right? So, okay, Cappies. Where are you right now for this new moon in Pisces? Wow. Good for you, Cappies. Y'all have like suffered for so long. So you've got the King of Pentacles. You are on point. On point. Like, you know what you're doing now. You've been through, I just got through saying, you've been through this harsh 16 years. Harsh. I don't think people understand how harsh this was. But guess what, Aquarius, we're going to really understand in the next 20 years, okay? But this was really harsh. So right now in this new moon, it looks like you're on point. It looks like you are getting back to, I feel like you're getting back to your true self, where you're the boss, where you know things, you know you can do things, where you're not afraid, where you can take some risk, where you can, I see like you're in a group and then everybody's like, what do we eat? What do you do? And you're like, no, we're going to do this, 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 and this. Like, you take control. You kind of know what you're doing. And it's not through your ego. It's because you know what you're doing. You just been through 16 years of bullshit. Sorry. BS. Sorry. So you just been through 16 years of BS and you know what you're doing. Like, you already know, if we do this, that's going to happen. If we do this, this is going to happen. And there's going to be a whole bunch of people crying. Okay. So you are on point. You have the King of Pentacles. You are very grounded, and whatever you're bringing is going to solidify, and it's very grounding. So please, please, please. I know because you're an earth sign, you may want to do it an earthy way, but we are in Pisces energy. And I know Saturn is in there. So whatever steps you're needing to take, please be the boss about it and just know that it's going to happen. So what's the energy that can help? It looks like you have help, the Queen of Wands. So it looks like somebody's here to help you do this. Somebody's here to, yeah. And that's something that you've learned over the last 16 years, is that you don't have to do it alone. that you can have help. So whoever this person is, they could be your boss, they could be your co, like both of y'all are bosses, and they run a department and you run a department. I don't know why I'm getting business here, but they run a department, but they're going to help you, or you're going to join together. So whatever this is now, if this is love, this is somebody coming in. I told you guys, y'all are going to be getting married in the next 7 years. Like from, if you aren't already being proposed to or going to propose, y'all are. I see marriage for a lot of cappies. So you have somebody coming in. That's very possible, and this is the energy to help you, but it's to help you in a, like in relationships. But this queen is a leader as well. This queen takes action when she needs to. This queen doesn't hold back. Yeah, and I see the king and the queen. So what's the outcome of this? You have the five of wands. So I feel like if we're talking about relationship, this is a good thing because I feel like um there's camaraderie, there's like back and forth. There's like trying to get used to each other. Um and there's like secrets that you're used to holding in that you may be coming out with, and that's a good thing. That's what the five of wands is. This isn't going to be an easy match, but it's the perfect match, but it's not going to be an easy match. Okay. So it looks like, and if this is your job, if this is your career, if this is something you're buying, then you are going to get help. Somebody is going to help you in that process. Somebody's going to come and relieve some of the pressure for you, but it looks like you have to make, honestly, you're making it harder for yourself. That's why I was saying, like, you need to do the more Piscean thing. Just take the steps. Don't try to do it all grounded. You do it both grounded and spirit, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? So, um, it can be harder for you than you set out for it to be because you're making it harder. So just know that you're going to have to fight a little bit for this thing, but it's not because you have to, it's because you're kind of making it harder for yourself, if that makes any sense. Okay. So next one would be, let's do Cancer and then Gemini. Can y'all still hear me? Because I just touched the mic accidentally. Let me know if you can still hear me. Okay, perfect. All right, Cancer. Where are you in this new moon? Cancer, y'all are going to get married too. A lot of y'all. Ooh, you got the Eight of Wands. So in this new moon, you have the Eight of Wands. So whatever you've been stuck with, whatever you've been stuck on, this is the energy to actually get to move it. It looks like this is a fast energy. So it almost looks like for some of you, I see that it comes to your brain and you're like, oh, why am I being such a blah, blah, blah? And look, I can just do it this way. And then you do it. And then it goes fast, right? So whatever this is that you're been mulling over, your heart's been broken over, this static, stuck energy that you've had, it looks like it's coming to an end for you. God, I love Cancer energy. It's so, like, when I get in here and your energy, it's so lovely. Yeah, so I see you guys moving forward with whatever this is. For some of you, it could be the relationship. For some of you, it could be, a lot of you, it's family or the way that you're being treated. And you're like finally standing up for yourself, or you're learning to. So in this new moon, whatever this stuckness was, whatever this thing was, and then for others, because the Eight of Wands is travel for me, you are going to go on travel. So you got travel coming up. So what's the energy to help? You have the Three of Cups. So I want you, I know exactly what this is. I want you to celebrate the little things that happen to you. Like, give yourself that credit. So it doesn't need to be some major big thing to have the celebration. Celebrate the little things. This is the energy that's going to help you. If you celebrate the little things, this is the energy that's going to help you get to this. Honor yourself. Yes, I did a good job. Yeah, I woke up early. I did a good job. Yeah, I'm at the gym every morning. Okay, maybe I'm not every morning, but I'm at the gym most mornings. Yeah, I should reward myself. I should like little things. Guess what? I washed my car today. Yay. I went and got my nails done. Yay. Like celebrate yourself. Just the little things because that's what's going to help this energy move. And you can't look to the big celebrations to automatically be in that energy. You got to get to the little ones. Just a little pat on the back. Just a little pat on the back. Okay? Does that make sense? And then what could you manifest? It looks like you're still going to be working, but it is Pentacles. So it's an Eight of Pentacles, which means this is something that you've been working on for a while. And I don't even think some of you have given yourself the credit to, and by that I mean, when I say you've been working on this for a while, you're like, no, you have. I don't think you realize that this is something that you worked on a little bit and then your life kind of kept going and you forgot about it and then you worked on it a little bit and then it came back around and you worked on it. That's still working on it. So this is something that you've been wanting to manifest for a long time. And it looks like you're going to continue to do it, but you're at an 8, so you're almost there. To me, the ending is a 9. It's not 10, it's 9. So you're right there. For some of you, that's relationship. For others of you, that's marriage. For others of you, that's your career. For others of you, that's family. Like it's different for every Cancer, but you're at an 8 and you're continuously, for some of you that you may have said, well, wow, that took a long time. That's because you kept going away from it. But it's something that you've been working on a lot, a lot. Okay, so you're headed in that direction. That's an 8. And that will be helping coming to you in the new moon. So use the new moon. You're a Cancer. Use that Piscean new moon. And the way to do it, the way to transmute, the way to get it going faster is this way of appreciating your small celebrations, appreciating the tiny things for you, okay? Just every little tiny thing. I mean, even if you think it's silly, still give yourself the kudos, okay? All right, so let's see. Scorpio. Where are you, Scorpio? Where are you in this new moon? Okay, so for the new moon, you got the Six of Cups. So it looks like you're reminiscing, Scorpio. It looks like you reminisce so much that somebody's coming back. So it doesn't have to be somebody. It could be some situation, or it could be somebody, but it could be some situation that is coming back around. So in this new moon, there's a situation that's coming back around, but that the situation that comes back around, it's to help you. So it's either that you're going to finish it up and manifest it. If it's a person, it's that you're going to see the truth of if they've come to help you move forward, if they've come to help be with you, if they've come to help with a situation, whatever this is, it's the Six of Cups. So you're bringing that back around. And I feel like that's what you're going to be focused on in this new moon. Again, we're headed towards that Aries North Node, remember, in Chiron. So we're trying to, you have to watch my other videos, but we're sort of clearing out, moving forward, dropping old energy. And it looks like you're really holding true to that. So what's the energy that can help you? It's the Two of Swords. So I feel like you're being a little stubborn. I feel like you're being a little stubborn. I feel like you want to see and you're not, and you don't want to rely on your intuition anymore because this is so weird. For some of you, you have such good intuition that you hate that you have such good intuition because you're wanting a different outcome with the same situation or with the same person, right? That's not going to happen. So it's almost like you're trying to, does that make sense to you? It's like you're trying to change it. So it's almost like it's a little bit like testing them. I'll give you the scenario I'm getting in my head. It's like this person I know has done me wrong before and whatever, and then you're like, I'm testing them to see if they're going to do me wrong, even though your intuition's already told you they're going to do you wrong, but you still want to test them, and you're hoping that they're not going to do you wrong, right? So, and it could be because this situation comes back, and it could be because the person comes back. I want you to use your intuition. You see how she has no, she can't see, but she's using her sword, which means that's her experience, right? And the moon is there, so it's a little alluring. It can look really, really good when they come. And I'm not saying that they come back and it's bad, or the situation comes around and it's bad. What I'm saying is keep an open eye and trust your intuition, because you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it in the physical. You need to trust your intuition for this and go that way. And then if you do this for the new moon, ooh, you have a huge victory. So if this is a situation that you need to like trust yourself about, this is going to occur. That's the Emperor. This is going to occur. If it's a person that's come to help you, but then they did you wrong, but then you got to use your intuition, like I just said, for some of you, that person's going to fall away because you're going to see your intuition and do the right thing for you. And then another person comes in, but this person is going to make things happen for you, if that makes sense. I don't want to get too deep into this because I don't have very much more time, but yeah, that's what I feel like for Scorpio. So just pay attention to that. Okay. So I've done Cappy. I've done Cancer. I've done Scorpio. I guess I'm doing Libra and Aqua next. Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm not getting to see you. Say hi. Rebecca, how are you? I saw your name. Hope things are going well. I know the last time I talked to you, I forgot, like, for some reason your energy's changed and I didn't realize. I know who you are, but when I read your energy, that's not who I was getting. So you've changed something, Rebecca. Because afterwards I was like, that's Rebecca? That doesn't even feel like the same energy. Ask Lorna, I do that sometimes. It could have been because I was channeling so much that it was the other being that was like, yeah, this is not the Rebecca. It's a different Rebecca. I don't know if that makes any sense, Rebecca. Yeah. That, or you cleared your energy, or your energy has moved. Your frequency is different. Your energy has moved. So I'm not sure what you're doing. And I'm not saying it's not a bad thing. It's just that you're different. I mean, I'm always about like, let's change the energy because then we move forward, right? Okay. So let's do Aquarius. Where are you at right now? Oh, you got the Queen of Wands. So it looks like some of you, yeah, if y'all could tap the screen. I forget that we have hearts now on the live. Sorry, Aqua. But you know how we do it. We have like 5 different things that we can go in our head. So if y'all could tap the screen, I always forget that we can do that now. Okay, so Aquarius, my lovely, beautiful Aquarians. You have the Queen of Wands. This is you. You're like Capricorn, except for they're right now they're the leader. I'm sorry, Aqua, but they're the leaders. Sorry, they've been through way too much to not get that respect. And I'm scared because I got to go through that same thing. We do, Aquas do. But Aqua, it looks like you're on point. It looks like you're making the choices that you need to make. It looks like you're getting out of your head more and into the physical by taking action, by standing your ground, by not being in your head all the time and having it be fantasy, but actually being it for real, by doing what you're supposed to do and not just the minimum, but actually engaging. Okay. And this to me is like in all areas. Yeah. For some of you, it's relationships. For some of you, it's work. For some of you, it's creativity. For some of you, it's family. For some, it's like everything that I'm seeing, but it's the Queen of Wands. So congratulations. It looks like in this new moon, you finally changed that energy where you're like just beginning to take action. So It looks like for um the energy to help you is the Five of Wands. And so the Five of Wands means stay true to what I was just saying, Aqua. Stay true to that. Um, if you need to take some action, if you need to stand your ground, if you need to bring out some stuff that you didn't want to like say, it's time to do that. And that's what will be happening in this new moon. So you've got the Two of Cups where you're going. It looks like you are going to have help with wherever you're going. It's the Two of Cups. So it's somebody that really believes in you. It's somebody that is really like wanting to help you or seeing that it's different or seeing your way. And that's what this new moon is about for you. So congratulations, Aqua. Let's see. Hold on, give me just a second, okay? Give me just 1 second. I gotta like. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let me do. I need to do Taurus? I'm gonna do Taurus and then I think I'm gonna have to like. Yeah, I'm gonna do like, right. Like back in Periscope. Okay, so Taurus, where are you? Did I do Taurus already? I don't think I did Taurus. It looks like you got the Page of Pentacles. So for you guys, you're like starting at the base. And in this new moon, because for a long time you guys had to decide what you wanted to do. And so I feel like with the page, you get some news with this thing that you finally decided. And it is a page of Pentacles, so it is just news. But it shows that you can take the next step. It's not time to take the next step with whatever this is, whether it's relationship or work. But it is news that you are getting to that point where you can take the next step, like it's solidifying. Okay, does that make sense? And then the energies to help you is the Magician. So it looks like you're going to have to move and groove and think about like maybe moving this way to get this, or maybe coming from your experience about, oh, okay, last time I had to do it this way, but and this made it easier for me. Like it's the Magician, so you're gonna have to move things around to be able to get this thing that you get news of. Okay, does that make sense? Like, don't just. I want you to use your wits and I want you to use your intuition for this, not just what you see. Okay, does that make sense? And then where you're going is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is, again, it's solidified. It's not solidified yet, but it's like going towards that. And I think a lot of this is because y'all haven't decided what you wanted to do with this way. Either like changing jobs, changing homes, changing careers, or even changing people around you, changing partners, changing, um, like I feel like that. And I feel like you're going to be, if somebody wronged you, this is where it's going to like level out and you get some good things. I don't know if that makes sense. That's where the Hierophant comes in from the Magician, but it is that you're going to get this thing or this way or this, yeah. So it looks like that. I hope that helps. Okay, now let's do Gemini. I think we have 2, 4, 5 left, and then I gotta go. Thank you guys for saying who I'm doing. I can't remember. Luckily, I have a sign. I mean, luckily, I have a thing written down. Gemini. I don't know why, but I feel like I got to shuffle them this way for my Jimmies. Okay. So where are you at, Jimmy, in this new moon? Ooh, Three of Pentacles. So it looks like, I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, you are going to actually celebrate the little things. You are going to, because you guys have been working really, really hard and these last like 2, 3 years, and you haven't had a lot come about with it. And so you tend to get a little bit of sadness, and then you're like, oh, that's not good enough, and then you try to overcompensate, and it looks like in this new moon you're kind of being optimistic, and there's something that you're seeing, whether it's in love, career, whatever, something that you're seeing that causes you to have a little bit of celebration, like give yourself a little bit of relief. Does that make sense? um and the energy to help this is the High Priestess. So I don't know why, Geminis, you know your intuition, you know you're intuitive, some of you know you're psychic, but you don't trust it. You got to learn to trust that. It's almost like the innate part of you knows and it will trust sometimes, but then if you talk about it or you actually think about it, you don't trust that. So you need to trust your intuition with whatever this celebration is or whatever this relief. I kind of feel like it's relief for you, and you need to trust your intuition with it. Okay. And then where it's going to land is the Four of Pentacles. Ooh, so whatever this is, it's going to be solid. It's like starting to like form. So I feel like for some of you, it's a home, a space, a car, a career, a love, very few love, but you know what I mean. It's like finally these things are coming about, and whatever this is, if you trust your intuition with a little celebration that's coming, it's starting to put the four post in. It's starting to like solidify for you. It's going to be a while, and by a while I mean, 6 months, 8 months, a year before you get exactly what you want, but you're headed in that direction, and you'll see that in this new moon. Like again, we're taking this step by step this year so that you guys can really see, how do I work in the new moon? How do I work in the full moon? How do I work with Pluto? How do I work with Mars? How do I work with these aspects? How do I want us to go throughout the year and take this journey together and see what we need to leave behind and what we need to manifest, and how we need to help each other do it. Again, remember, Aquarius, we can do it alone and together. Keep our anonymity, but do it together. That makes sense? Because here's the thing, and I read a book of many years ago, and I can't remember the book, but it was where we did some research. We were looking to see, because you guys remember I was in the medical field, but we did a lot of research. I got the privilege to be able to do research with spiritual stuff, but they didn't call it that. Anyway, it has to do with, we were trying to measure the consciousness, like if there was one person meditating compared to 100 people meditating, right? And now we have a book that's out. I forgot what. I'll tell you guys the name later because I can't remember. But that's not the book I'm talking about. The book I'm talking about is where they actually had groups meditate, and to see how fast the findings could be, and what the findings could be. And that's what I'm saying about this. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I know the more consciousness that's on something, the more valid it will be and the more it will create in the physical. And that's what I'm saying about we can all help each other out. If we're on that same wavelength, we can help people manifest their stuff as well as you manifesting your stuff. Does that make sense? That's why I'm bringing it up. Um, but I can't remember what book it is. I've read so many books. And this wasn't like a regular book. This was an academic book. But back then they didn't want to tell you it was an academic book. Anyway, I don't know if all that makes sense. So let's do Saggy. Yeah, Lorna, I know you've been working hard. So you got this stuff coming. Okay, Saggies. My poor little Saggies. They have just been through some stuff too. Okay. Ooh. In this new moon, yeah, you and Gemini have such good luck. You have the star. To me, that's just a gift that the universe is bringing you. I don't know what it is because I don't want to ruin the surprise and they don't ever tell me. Um, yeah, to me, that's like, and it's needed for you guys because you guys have been through some stuff, but you don't complain about it. You're like Geminis, you don't complain about it, so you never hear it. But I feel like you have a gift coming, and I feel like for you guys, it's a surprise. Like, it's like, don't get mad at all the other signs, but it's like when I see sad, it's like they got the huge gift. Where all of us got the little gifts. Does that make sense? Like they got what they wanted, but they always get what they wanted, although they feel like they don't, but they got what they wanted. So you're going to get this big surprise. You're going to get this big gift. And for some of you, that's the money that you need. For others of you, that's the place that you wanted. For others of you, that's the, I don't know why I'm feeling food too. Yeah, it is exciting for them. They have been through some stuff, but they don't complain, so y'all don't really know. That's awesome. So, what's the energy that can help? And again, you have the Hierophant. So, I want you guys, you Saggies, to like, you don't say it this way where when I say like go into the spiritual side, that's not how you see it. Trust your intuition. Okay. So, focus a little bit more on the intuition. And that's the energy that'll help bring it faster. Okay, for this new moon. So I feel like in the next 2 weeks you'll be getting that. Yeah, definitely Sagittarius Sun's gonna get something. Dot, you have to tell us what you got because I feel like you're gonna get this thing. I don't know what this is. Whenever I see the star card, they always hold the present and they laugh because they're like, ooh, they have no idea what's coming. So they hold this present and they laugh. And they don't want me to tell you guys what it is. I can see kind of situations, but they don't tell me exactly what it is because they don't want me to spoil it for you guys. So, hmm. So the outcome is the Knight of Cups. So you are going to get an offering and you are going to love this offering. It's the cups. You are going to love this offering, but it's a gift. You don't have to do anything for it. I just feel like along with the gift, you get this offering and then you kind of take it from there, right? Like you're not like the Capricorn, Aquarius, or anything like that, where you have like these plans to do A, B, and C. You're just like, okay, that's where I go. Okay, that's where I go. Okay, that's what I do. And it looks like you're in a good space for things to come and things to let go of and understandings that you've been wanting for a long time. That makes sense? Okay. So Leo, Aries, and Virgo. So Leo's next. That's awesome, Dot. You felt the star before? Yeah, well, there you go. There's your answer. You're getting it. Okay. Leo. You're welcome. see. Oh, Leo. This is where you're at with the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles tells me that you have lost a lot, that and that you focused on those losses. And I feel like, and please don't get offended by what I'm going to say, but I feel like you're sitting there licking your wounds as the lion instead of being the brave and like saying it's just a loss, I can do it. Because in the past, that's how you used to be. Like I remember getting into the energy and y'all were like, yep, it comes, it goes, it's what it, like you had the whole manifestation of money down. You had the whole manifestation of things down. Like you're like, yep, it just comes and it goes, it comes and it goes. And now you've suffered such losses. Yeah, you do need somebody to stroke your ego. You've suffered such losses that it's almost like it's been too much for you. So, um, what's the energy that can help? Because that's what the Five of Pentacles is. It's like depletion. It's like um almost misery. It's like too much loss and you can't help it. Um, let's see. I'm going to tell you what I can't remember who else I told this to because you got the Three of Pentacles, but I'm seeing that the way to get back into that energy that you used to, because it is you. You've always been this. You just, I want to say something, but I haven't taught you guys yet. It's like a fractal part of you. Um, it's a fractal part of you. So you've always had it. You can have it again because it hasn't gone anywhere. It's just covered up and muddied up. Does that make sense? And so the way to get back to unmudding it, let's just say the way to clean it out so that you can have that energy flowing through. That makes sense. The way to do that is to start with appreciation of you, nobody else. Appreciate yourself. And then begin to like open the heart for you. And then don't look at what you lost. Don't look at what people have done. Don't look at where you could have been and aren't now. That's attachment. I want you to look at, feel you. You've come a long way and you've made it through these difficult times. And now all you have to do is gain your mojo back. Okay. So celebrate these small things, very, very small things. Does that make sense? And you have the high priestess. That's the outcome. That's a good sign. That means if you do this, you'll get into that energy, that high priestess energy, that um more than the magician. That's the high priestess for me. It's more, it's like I can take all elements and I can take the spirit and I can move things around and I can transmute and I can solidify and I can do all of that. But it starts with, I think I've said this before, you guys are having a problem forgiving yourselves. And whatever this is deep. And you got to look at that again. And doesn't mean you have to do it right away, but you have to look at it and kind of peck away at it. And then I want you to, because you're already, some of you are already into that space where you're sad. So if you're sad, then look at the real thing of what's going on. Why am I sad? What's going on? What have I not? Remember the Mars Venus, right? Remember that video? If y'all aren't watching it, like, or if you haven't watched it, the Mars Venus, have, what parts of me have I not loved, not paid attention, didn't protect, didn't do enough for? I want y'all to look at that. And that will help you get into that space where you can appreciate that you're a warrior, that you can do this. So what if you didn't win every time? You're not supposed to win every time, but you can start winning again. Does that make sense? And that's the Hierophant for me. Okay, so Aries next. Got Aries and Virgo, and then I am out for Friday. I loved it. Actually, I like doing this. It's kind of cool. I haven't done these in a long time. This is a way to like do tarot and not feel like I have to do 20 videos of tarot. told you guys I got to do things differently than I did before. Okay. So, Aries, where are you at in this full moon? Ooh, you got the Knight of Pentacles. So, the Knight of Pentacles. Aries, I feel like over the next, like, I don't know, 16 months, y'all are going to be really manifesting a lot of stuff. So that's good. So the Knight of Pentacles to me is this offering in this new moon that you'll be getting, but it's something that'll stay. So like for some of you, it could be like, oh, because this is what I'm seeing. I am now, because I got a contract, am now making $50,000 extra a month. Or, oh, now I have this, client that's going to do da 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 da. So I'm going to have this amount to be able to do this, and get my house or get some relief, or like it's in a lot of things, because I feel it's in your first house. But whatever this offering is, it's solid, and it could be money because it is the Pentacles, but it's also solid. So it's something that you maybe not specifically wanted, but maybe it's a way to get into the space that you want. Does that make sense? Like you guys don't want a specific thing. You want relief. You want a good space. You want a happy space. You want to not have to worry. And this gets you to that space. Does that make sense? And what's the energy? Oh, the energy to help is you got to let the tower go. You got to let the tower happen. I hope you guys have we all grown past being afraid of the tower? Because the tower, do you realize how necessary the tower is? Because, and I can show you in the way that the government in America did it. Like they won't let some things crash so that we can move into the better space. That's how much we need the tower. Does that make sense? Like we need the tower. You need the tower moments. You need, I almost cursed, sorry. You need stuff to like blow up so that you can start and get all that stuff out of there so that you can start to do and be, right? So we need the tower. So Aries, you need the tower. Don't hide from the tower. Don't try to make the tower not happen. You need the tower. Okay. And that's going to get you to the space of relief, relaxation, happiness, whatever this is for you. Okay. And that is going to happen in this new moon. So to get to your in the new moon, it's funny because I just pulled this, the moon card. You need the tower. So something needs to break. Something needs to like disrupt. Okay. And then you have the moon. And the moon is, I know, right? You know what I was going to say? Lorna knows already. Yeah, because on here, I don't know if I can curse on live. Not really sure. Anyway, so you're going to have the moon afterwards, which you finally see and feel better, creative. I can breathe. That's coming. That's coming. So a lot of you are feeling like you can't breathe, and when am I going to get some relief? That's coming. So it's in, like, I feel like week 2 or week 3. Okay, and it could be before then, but at the most week 2 or week 3. Dot's laughing too. Congratulate Aries, you got this. Y'all got a lot of stuff coming, Aries. Like a lot of stuff coming. Y'all just don't know it yet. Okay, last is Virgo. And you guys, will you be sure to share this out, because it's a live, so I'm not sure that people are even gonna get this because it's a live. It's not on video, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Last but not least, Virgo. Told you I love my Virgo. Well, I love all signs. But that's the Gemini side of me. You understand, Lorna. Lorna's a Gemini. That's the Gemini side of me. We just love it all. We love it all the signs. We get along. We can get along with all the signs. Okay, here we go, Virgo. Where are you at for this new moon? Oh, you got the Two of Swords. This is what I feel, Virgo. I feel like you know what you should be looking at, but you're like not wanting to look at it. It's like you feel like you keep feeling like you could. It's almost like you're doing the Aquarius thing where you, oh, I can be smarter than that and not pay attention to that and maybe find another way to do it. That's an Aquarius thing where you think you're so smart that you're going to do it, try to do it another way. It sometimes it works a little bit, but it doesn't ever work out the way you want it to work out. And that's what I feel like for you, Virgo, is you don't know which way you want to go. No, you know which way you want to go. You don't want to get there through the path that you see, which means I got to look at this. I got to let somebody go. I got to say something to somebody. I got to switch jobs. I got to da da da. I got to like whatever this is, like you see you should be paying attention to it, but you're like refusing to pay attention to it because you're thinking I can find another way. Okay. The best that I can tell you is to, because I don't want to change who you are, you need to do you. But the best thing that I can tell you is use more of your intuition instead of your sight. If you're going to work it that way. Okay. Where Aquarius will use more of its brain and not its feeling, and it needs to use its heart, you need to use your intuition. I don't know if that makes any sense. So, what's the energy that can help here? The Knight of Swords. You need to take some action. You need to look at it. The Knight of Swords is somebody very brave. It's an offering to me, but it's a delayed offering. It's not going to come in right away because you're not looking at this. I don't know what this is. And it's not like you don't know what this is. You know exactly what this is. Because for some of you, it's two and three things that you have just refused. Because you keep thinking, I'll just put it aside. I'll just put it aside. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting the way that Cancer used to play this. Cancer used to be like, okay, let me put it to the side. Let me just make it go away for a little bit. And then I'll deal with it later. That's what you're doing. Cancer's out of that now. They've grown from that. But it looks like y'all are doing that. Like, I don't want to see this yet. I haven't found the answer yet. I'm just gonna kind of make sure that I don't deal with that right now. Okay, because that's the Knight of Swords. You're gonna get it. You're making it harder for yourself. Okay, so and in this new moon looks like that too. So you have the Lovers to where what's coming up in this new moon, what this is about. So the Lovers to me could mean relationships, and for a lot of you, it does mean relationships. But for others of you, it's like a collaboration or a business deal with somebody, or even like you and your career. You know, it's a relationship thing. And with the Lovers, I've always seen the Lovers for what it is. There's good and there's bad. Okay, it's not all oh la 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 la, you know, but it does make you feel good and it does help you grow. So that's kind of where you're landing in this new moon for you. My advice is to take the intuition, use your intuition, and actually look at what it is that you need to look at. Yep, that's it. So happy new moon to everybody, Piscean new moon. It'll be on March 10th, so it's coming up. You guys can go look at the astrology part of the new moon. I also have the North Node, South Node thing that I just released on day before yesterday, I think is what it was. And that kind of, we did that 6 months ago, and that kind of tells you where we're headed for with our destinies. Okay, so I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let me know if you liked this, and I will see you soon. Bye.